All right, sing with me, bro. Merry Christmas.
This is when's coming out.
Happy holidays.
Wednesday is not
This episode's coming out on Wednesday. Yeah, Christmas.
Wednesday's Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Bro, you're so late.
Oh, man, dude.
And because of that, I forgot what episode number this is. So hold up.
63? 4?
65.
65.
What's good, everyone? This is Short Kings Talk, episode 65. Damn. We did a 2-week break because Kelvin was in Thailand. Real quick, how was Thailand?
Thailand was hot and had a lot of Indians, man.
Okay.
Too many Indians. We'll
but was it cool?
No, it was hot.
So?
It was hot, temperature-wise, but
it was chill. Tropical country, man.
It was chill. It was
exactly.
Chill.
But we're still trying to stay consistent, you know, little breaks here and there, but like no worries about that. We're doing something new. We're actually using our own lav mics. This is like pretty high quality lav mics that we have mic'd up. So now no headphones, no mics. Like it's pretty cool, pretty crisp. So it's good. For anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk Everything. Links are in the description below. Follow me in my personal Instagram. Mine is Sid the Chad. Kelvin is Dr. Sixpack. And we're filming here at our gym facility at Neo Boot Camp in Pasadena. So if you're in the area, sign up. You know, New Year, New Me's coming up.
That's right.
New Me is coming up. And then again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. How you feeling?
Good. I actually got you something from Thailand.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you bust it out right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I heard you were having some car trouble. So here you go.
Is this my car? Dude, why is this the tax header? Did you goon this?
No.
That's hella funny. What the hell? Thank you.
Yeah.
This is hilarious, bro. I need to put like a double-sided tail. I'm gonna put it on in my car. It's like, dude, is that your car? Like, yeah. That's sick. Okay. Anyways, like, how was Thailand for you?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot more advanced than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I expected Bangkok to be like that because they're revered for their public transit system.
Too, but then all them boomers I work with, they're like, oh man, when I went to Thailand, it was a shithole, man. Like, it's like...
I think they're so used to, like, first world, I
think they haven't went back in, like, 30 years.
That's right.
Like, oh, man, it was like a shithole. But I went there, and I was just like, dang, it's advanced as fuck.
Yeah. They couldn't get lucky with a lady boy, and they're just bummed.
You know what? Actually, there was one street that was...
lady boyed up?
Yeah, it reminded me of that street, you know, when we went to Japan. There was that one bar with the anime girl that was kind of out the window.
Yeah. That was Shinjuku,
Yeah. And then there was like all these like gangsters. Yeah. So like we're walking, you know, Thailand malls and everything, and then we walked by this one dark alley, and that whole street looked just like Shinjuku, and I was just like, what the fuck? So we walked down, and massage parlors with like hella seats outside, all the girls just out there, and I was like, this is the Narnia right here.
Is it same like Japan? Like, do they go up to you like, oh, massage? Or?
They just sit on you know those Asian stools, the plastic stool?
Yeah.
So like outside of like a massage parlor, they were like 15 of them bitches lined up, and they would just like holler at you and shit. Yeah. But
okay,
I didn't go though. They were kind of busted.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, so I know this episode is coming out on Christmas, but because Kelvin went to Thailand, we're gonna talk about like the actual reason, one of the primary reasons why he went to Thailand. You gotta show him, man. You gotta take the hat off. You got a hair transplant.
Yeah.
No, like I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks pretty dope. Like, are you very impressed by the work?
I thought it would be crazy.
Is it as expected, like the results and everything?
You know what? She actually said I was one of the better people that
receivers.
Yeah. Because there's usually
responders. There you go.
Yeah, there's usually like a period of I'll put this back on because I'm light sensitive, but there's usually,
even this? I thought it was just sunlight, man.
No, it's like anything like.
Okay.
There's a period where you're supposed to shed all your hair out to the. I don't know if your other client was like that. It's like kind of like blotchy, then like the newly transplanted hair.
He was like that.
They fall out because they're like, oh shit, I don't belong here, right?
Yeah.
Like, mine just grew.
Oh, nice.
It just looks like I just buzzed my shit.
Yeah.
So.
But for a lot of like, you know, people going into adulthood, I think like thinning hair and baldness is like a bit
packed.
Yeah, it's a big insecurity for a lot of people. So I think this episode will be very valuable for anyone who wants a now personal insight
Wait, this is gonna be a hair transplant episode? What the fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thailand episode.
No, we can talk about Thailand then. No. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. No, because a lot of people are very concerned. Like, you know, my client right now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, that's a really good job. And a lot of people are like kind of now looking to you like, oh wow, like that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And for anyone who is watching or listening can now have, again, a personal point of view on how it is and everything like that. So let's start from the very beginning. So like, let's talk about all the research you've done and why you ultimately decided on this doctor for the procedure.
You know what's funny? All of the research that was done is actually on Reddit.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so peer reviews.
Yeah, because people like to show their journey, so they would post like, you know, I sent it to you guys when like day one was bloody as shit.
Yeah,
and then it was like day 2, 3, whatever.
Right.
But most of the I don't trust video testimonials.
Really?
I just don't, like, because it's very I feel like it's very manufactured.
Really? Because for me, like, watch it, like, I use YouTube a lot for a lot of the, like, you know, like
there's something
vlog places. No, but like even results with minoxidil finasteride.
Yeah.
Like, I followed that.
Oh, I mean, like stuff that the clinic puts out.
Yeah.
Like on their official platforms. And it's like,
because it's
in the
like
room and it's recorded.
Filmed with a nice camera.
We just filmed ours, but that's actually genuine. But like, you know, it feels like a lot more manufactured than like people on Reddit who, like, because, you know, people on Reddit, they're always negative.
Yeah,
they never go on there to praise people. Yeah. They always go on the bitch. So I feel like Reddit has a little bit more truth than most, because no one likes to go all the way to post.
Was your primary research through Reddit? Like, how did you source? Because obviously, like, there are other countries that are known for hair transplants. So not only is there Thailand, there's Turkey.
It's Instagram. I actually saw on Instagram, like, one of the reels I sent you was like this dude who was trying to regrow his hair for like the last 2 years.
Okay.
And then he finally gave up and he just got a transplant.
Yeah.
So he got it done in Turkey. So then that seems to be the
one of the go-to spots.
That's literally the top spots. Even Ryanair, the airline, made a meme about.
Yeah. You sent it to me. You sent it to me.
Official Ryanair Instagram, they're wild, bro. But the only problem with Turkey is, you know, Chris Bumstead got a hair transplant in Turkey.
This looks good.
Yeah, like they're called hair mills. So these places aren't really doctored staff. Yeah. Right. They're mostly assistants who learn how to do the techniques.
Oh, okay.
And the problem is when you have assistants do it and they don't learn how to take the hair out of your head. When they harvest the hair, that area is done. So like, you might get a decent, you know, transplant in the front of your head, but that back of your head, that shit done. Like,
did you find out about this through like Reddit testimonials?
Yeah, because some people got it on Turkey, and then, you know, unfortunately, some people just bald more after the transplant. Damn. Not the transplant, the hair, that shit stays, but like the stuff behind it, right? Yeah. So they gotta go back and they gotta get another one. But since they got it done in Turkey, they couldn't get any more hair because the donor site was completely destroyed.
Got you.
Yeah, and then. So there's two techniques. There's one called like the FUT. That's when they like take a square patch of your scalp.
And there's one with like more individual.
Yeah, and then they take it out and then they pluck it out from there. And then there's the FUE, which is what I got, when they take like a whole bunch. And they just kind of take it out.
That's like the newer method, right?
That's the newer method. Yeah, and that one is safer because you preserve the donor site and your hair could go back.
Okay.
The other one's more old school, where once you take it out of the site, you have hair in the front, but like the back is gone. You gotta rock the number 0 skin fade.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, really?
So that's one of the main complaints. And then Turkey is also not super advanced in terms of technology
as Thailand.
Yeah, because Thailand's their hospital system is insane. Like they spend a lot, because like apparently the crown prince of Thailand went to like Harvard Med or some shit.
Oh,
so he actually is very big on like modernizing medicine. Turkey, a little less so.
And he did a lot of research for this, man.
He did, But
you also have to ensure that you
Turkey
get
is very
good results.
cheap. I see the appeal. You get them for $1,200.
Yeah, but isn't it like an all-inclusive package where like the flights included and then they pick you up from the airport?
You have to, yeah.
Yeah, and then
meals. You're in the hotel for the 3 days,
and they take you to the facility to do the procedure.
Yeah, I researched the price. It was like $3,600. That was including round trip flights to and from Turkey. You get limousine that takes you from the airport to like a hotel, some rinky-dink shit.
Yeah.
And they'll take you to all your appointments.
Okay.
But it's only 3 days. So it's literally you land, you do your pre-op consult where they draw your hair.
Yeah.
And day 3 they do your operation, and then day 4 you fly back out.
And you look all
people are
fucked.
crazy. Like you're on the plane, you're like on the thing, and you're bleeding. Yeah.
Okay. Is the reason why you also chose this doctor not only because of like the results and the testimonials, but at the same time, like, is it because you had to do any like post-procedure stuff, like the follow-ups? Is it because of that too?
It's well, I did other medical procedures there too. So it just kind of matched.
We're only talking about hair, man.
Yeah, we did other shit there.
We're only talking about your dick lengthening procedure.
Yeah.
We don't need to know about that. We're only talking about hair for this episode.
She's the clinic I went to. That doctor is like one of the top 3 in the world. She charges like American prices. Pretty much.
You got a name drop for people to know. So who's the doctor?
This is a doctor.
Oh man, it's a Thai name, huh?
It is.
Oh man. All right, I want to hear you try it, and then like let me see it so I can try it too. Oh man, I thought it might have been like a shorter Thai name.
It is. Shout out to Dr. Ratchathon Panchapratit.
Let me see. Yeah, Ratchathorn. Yeah. So I'm gonna spell this out because I'm gonna also put the link to the Instagram below, but it's Dr.Rathathorn_bonus. So BONUS. Okay.
Yeah.
So you ultimately chose this doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that you've chosen this doctor for your hair transplant procedure, how did you contact? Did you slide it in her DMs?
They use Line.
Okay.
Line is like the Asian. It's not even because they have WhatsApp too. What's Line? We don't have a Line here, right?
No.
It's more like Discord. I don't know. It's kind of
weird
shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of messaging app that.
But how did you know that you had to use Line? Like, did you go on the website?
They have a website.
Okay.
They have a website. Most of their clientele are from the West. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
When I went there, there was a guy from Pomona.
While you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's an Asian guy called Kevin.
Okay. Oh.
Mr. Kevin Wan.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
His shit was crazy. He was bald, but
that's why they all go there.
There's a bunch of Kiwis, from New Zealand, it's Australian, like UK white dudes. A lot of white dudes.
Yeah. So just everyone.
They pretty much service only like English speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's most of their clientele.
Yeah, that's their market.
Yeah, and it's just like because you're paying much more than the alternatives there.
Yeah.
So.
And if your procedure was in the first week of December, how early on did you message to schedule?
Shit. When did I? So I reached out first to see if I was a candidate first.
Yeah.
Right?
Like how early?
She wasn't the first one. Remember, I got rejected by 2 clinics actually.
In Turkey, right?
Yeah. In Turkey, they're like, nah, your hair is good. Man.
Yeah.
And I would agree because I looked at pictures of me in fucking March. My hair was like, I mean, it's a little bit receding. It was all right. It was
so full. Right?
Yeah, it was so full. Like if you guys go back and watch our episode.
That's why I kept saying like if you were able to style it in a way that no one really notices, then you're fine. Yeah.
So like by March was when I inquired, kind of jokingly.
Okay.
And then
so 9 months prior.
And clinic 1 said no, just keep taking finasteride. You're good. Right?
Okay.
And then in May I did it again. To another Turkey clinic because after I watched the Instagram reel randomly one night, and then they said that they could, but it might destroy the other areas of my head. So they're like, it's risky. It might not be worth it, right?
And you said nah.
I said nah, fuck that shit. And then when did this place open? In September. And then I went bald in September after this gym opened.
Yeah.
Like, my hair was fucking crazy. So like, I think. And
like this is crazy because me and my other client thought that you purposely went off minoxidil and finasteride so you could like start receding more in order to like have a better like hair transplant procedure. No. So like we made a comment one time when you were walking around. I was like, man, like dude, he really is like off minoxidil and finasteride. That front hair is looking bad. Yeah. But you were still on it. No, I was on it. That is crazy. This whole time. Dude, we made this comment like in October.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was getting bad, dude. It was getting bad. So, like,
around September.
End of September, when like this place opened, like half my hair was gone from lack of sleep, stress. We were pulling like 70 plus hour weeks here, right?
So September is when you reached out to...
September I reached out, and then there was nothing for the next year. Because she's booked out a year in advance.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I was just like, well, fuck me. Like, whatever. Let's go, like, hunker down. I guess I'll be bald for my wedding.
Right. Okay.
You know, whatever. And then I started scheduling other appointments. Because at the same time, my pec was getting really bad.
Yeah.
At that point, I was in a lot of pain. And then I started using my other arm. This was getting in pain. So I was just like, oh, fuck. I need other therapies. Right?
Yeah.
So then I scheduled those already. Mm-hmm. And then coincidentally, her office reached back to me and said, hey, we have a cancellation, by the way, in the first week of December. Like, you're able to make that. And then I originally scheduled my pec stuff, not in December. I think it was like mid-October ish, right? But I was just like,
I do remember that, yeah.
And I was like, hey, fuck it. So I just like rescheduled all my pec stuff to the same time, and I just did it there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like otherwise, like, she's about a year booked out. Yeah, it's super.
So for anyone who really wants to like book,
you gotta plan that shit out
a year ahead of time, or just pray that an opening comes up.
And I got there just before the price hike because she raised her prices 35%.
He told you that?
Yeah. On the website, yeah.
Oh,
it's just like anyone after
certain
book date, it's up 35%, which is it's very expensive, man. 35 is
insane. Okay. Like, how much did you pay though? Total.
I paid total about $9,000.
That's pretty good for like that type of job.
Yeah, well,
pretty good.
You know what's funny? During the estimate, it was 8.
Okay.
And then when I got there, it was 9. Because then from that September to December, I lost even more hair.
Yeah. And he was still on minoxidil, which is insane.
Yeah, don't open the gym.
That's crazy. Yeah. Maybe you could like
digress. Yeah.
Be a little relaxed.
Yeah.
Open. Like, we're full of silkiness, but be relaxed, if you know what I mean. You be like stressing about the smallest stuff. Okay, so before like day of procedure, was there any prerequisites that you had to do before, like blood work, or obviously did you have to send photos of your head?
It was I never made it to pre-op just because I landed at 10 p.m. on Wednesday.
Okay.
On Thailand.
But there's nothing before that, like before you even flew to Thailand.
You're supposed to meet at the clinic to get this antiseptic shampoo to use on your head the night before, right? But I couldn't because I landed on Wednesday. On Thursday was the day 1 of my pec operation. So like literally that morning of, I had to get my pec repaired. Yeah. And then I was like bed bound all day afterwards. I was in a lot of pain. Okay. And then the morning after was the hair transplant. So I was like back to back appointments. The entire time I was in Thailand, bro, I was back to back. I had no, there's no breaks. Every day there was some appointment or
it was something.
Or I was getting my tattoo or something. Yeah.
So, but the only like prerequisite was like this antiseptic shampoo.
Yeah, antiseptic shampoo, and then they also like.
Did they tell you to get off minoxidil finasteride, or just like
1 week before?
1 week before.
Yeah, just because it does some shit to your blood. Okay. To thin it. No blood thinners, no alcohol, low sodium food, low fat foods.
You are already doing that.
I was already doing that anyway, so it's not a big deal. No brainer. I was on meal prep. And then they draw the hairline for you. So the morning off, they would draw.
Yeah, so like now let's talk about like exactly, like you gotta walk us through everything. You gotta tell me everything, even the bloody stuff, because like just don't send me pictures.
Yeah. I sent you the bloodiest one already.
You did not know. You did.
I was bandaged.
Yeah, but that wasn't like bloody. I thought
I wasn't gonna take a picture of the operating room.
Yeah. Like no.
But like I walked in, took off my shoes, put on slippers, and then they greeted me to this area, and then I went with Tracy. So Tracy was there in the room with me, and then she drew my initial hairline, like version 1, and then they asked you like, oh, how do you feel about it? So I have really little opinion because when I seek professional help, I just shut the fuck up and I'm like, hey, you're the expert, right? Yeah. But then she drew her hairline, and then my peripheral, I saw Tracy, and she was just like, the fuck is that?
What was wrong with it? Because it like...
So the doctor made the hairline natural.
Yeah.
So she was like, not even based on my age. She was like, since the transplanted hair never goes away, right? She was planning for the future. So she was like, when you're in your 50s and 60s, it's gonna look really weird if you have a perfect hairline. So what she recommends is just have the temples receded.
Okay.
Right? So like kind of like a mini Vegeta. You have
like
a widow's
peak
with a slight recession. That way it looks like you never got a transplant.
Oh.
So then I wasn't too thrilled about that because I'm like, well, 60 is 30 years from now. Like, I don't really want to live with a 60-year-old hairline until I'm 60. Yeah. And then when I'm 60, I'll worry about it later.
I'll worry about it then.
But then I didn't really voice my concern that much because she was like, oh, this is all I recommend. He said, it won't look too bad. Like, if you plan to do, like, longer hair anyways, it's only, like, if you pull it back. Yeah. But, like, just seeing Tracy's face, she was just like, are you sure you want this? Like, are you sure? Like, she never speaks out about anything. Yeah. So I knew that.
So, like, the temples were more receded than...
Yeah, like, if you... I don't know if they could zoom in. It will be, like, here. It was like that.
If you came back with that, dude, bro. I would draw the margin M so fast on your forehead, dude. I'd be like, give me a Sharpie right now.
You can see how, like, a 50-year-old would...
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
I get it. But
I'll be sus about it too.
Yeah, but like, you know, at the same time, you know, I'm 32. You know, I don't want a 6-year-old hairline right now, right? So like, I didn't say much. Just like if people got my order wrong at the restaurant, I just kind of
it's alright.
But then like Tracy was like, "Are you sure you want this? Are you sure? We need to talk about it, whatever, right?" So then we discussed it, and then she was like, "Well, you
discussed it with Tracy or the doctor?" Okay,
the doctor stepped out, and I was just like, she was just like, "Well, what do you think? Like, what do you really want a receding hairline?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Then why the fuck don't you tell her?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, she's an expert, you know, like she's done it a million times. Like maybe this is the better way." Yeah. And she was just like, "Well, you came across the world. You're spending all this fucking money. Right? Like, why don't you just get exactly what you want? Because the doctor is just giving you a suggestion." So I was just like, "Hey, fuck it, just give me a perfect hairline." And the doctor was like, "All right, sure." Yeah. And so she just drew it out.
And in terms of perfect hairline, they go with like how your hairline is naturally. So like you're a naturally like widow's peak like hairline, right?
I do not have a widow's peak. So she only drew that because my face is asymmetrical. Okay. So she puts my face on the grid, and then I don't know if you ever use one of those TikTok. You don't use TikTok. There's a filter that tests how Giga Chad you are, how symmetrical your face is.
Oh, really?
And then it will flip, like, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where people flip left and right and they look
You use that on yourself?
I've never used it, but apparently my nose is like a couple of degrees crooked towards that direction, right? So the reason why she gave me a slight peak was because it lines up with the nose.
So it makes more sense.
It makes more sense. Otherwise, you know, you look like the perfectly straight ones. They look fucking like not.
God damn, bro! I gotta freaking bleep this fool. This is what happens when we haven't recorded in a couple weeks. He forgets.
It looks
You've been doing so well, man. You've been doing so well, man. Come on.
Yeah, so
I forbade you 2 words. It's so easy. It's so easy, man. It's so freaking easy. All right, anyway. Okay, let me ask this since I interrupted you. Growing up, did you have a straight hairline? Or did you have like some widow's peak?
I started receding in the temples really early on, and then I don't know if I said this.
No, but like the widow's peak or non-widow's peak is a genetic.
No, I never had that.
So you never had
I never had that. This was a custom
done.
Yeah, because she was like, your nose is a little bit off center there. Yeah. If you do the line there, it actually matches your face more. And then they did the 3-finger testing. Yeah. Yeah. So like you're supposed to have like symmetrical thirds with your head. So then that's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you have
okay.
You got a little bit more Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
Yeah, but the 3, like, and then you're 6, you're like was that the Steven? What's his name? The sports guy. Fuck.
Steven Smith.
Yes, Steven Smith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, she did that, and then she drew it one more time, and then like, are you happy? You're good to go. Yeah. And then once you okay it, then they take.
You showed me the picture. What do they? Do they use a Sharpie or do they use like magic marker?
They use this kind of dry erase. And then they use a specialized medical ink. to go on top of it.
Yeah.
And then they wipe away the dry erase. So it's like this purple dye.
Oh.
Yeah, and that one doesn't get smeared, or it doesn't affect your skin when you implant it.
Yeah. So like the purple dye is there when they're doing.
Yeah, that's their guide. That's how they do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they drew it
So
on.
they drew it out, and then they shaved my head.
Yeah.
And then
They did how did it like they just did like a zero all the way around?
Zero all the way across.
Yeah. You were like, can you let me up anyways? Like
no, just straight. And then when she shaved it, I was like, God damn, my hair was that bad.
Oh, like because you saw like
because like my hair, I usually style the back a little bit more forward.
Yeah.
But when they shaved the front of it, right, and just like the little part, there was already no hair connecting the front and the back. Like there was a moat.
Really?
I didn't know my hair was that bad. I thought it was bad, but so like there's a Norwood scale. I'm gonna put this on the thing. Like I thought I was a Norwood level 3.
Yeah, I remember.
Which is like receding temple, but like still have hair.
You're like a 7.
Norwood 6 is art.
Okay.
So with the fucking island in the back. So she says I was like 5.
Ooh.
Which is crazy. So that's like maximal front recession right before the island starts to develop.
1 point from being an actual doctor, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. But I didn't know it was that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was that, and then
she drew that, and then next step was prepping for surgery.
Yeah.
So they went up, they washed my hair in that antiseptic shampoo that I was supposed to use the day before, and then just prep me on the table. So,
are you scrubbed out? Oh, not scrubbed out, like the
gown, they gave me like a gown. Yeah, they gave me a medical gown, and then they try to give me their underwear to wear, which is like pretty much my Lulu's, but like they were like medium thigh size. So I tried to put that shit on, they got stuck on my calf. And I was like, no, we're not doing this.
Give me the XL, dog.
Yeah, so they gave me their XL, and then they got stuck on my thigh, like on the bottom of my knee. And I was just like, can I just wear my own? And then they saw my Lulu's, and they're like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, because Lulu's designer in Asia.
Yeah, but fucking the underwear was literally this small, like the one they first gave me. Bro, I put it on my calf, and I was like, there was no fucking way. And then the XL got stuck right.
That's pretty good, man.
I was just like, it's fucking terrible.
That's pretty good. It's like giving Stuart Little a suit. You know what I mean?
It was like baby clothes. It was wild.
Okay, so antiseptic, shampoo, anesthetics?
So there was a choice to either go under general anesthesia, get knocked out, or localized, which is just numbing the area. I don't do well with general anesthesia.
Have you done it before?
I have for my shoulder ligament repair, and then it took like I didn't wake up for hours, and they thought I was gonna die. So like anytime you go under, there's a chance you don't wake up if the anesthesiologist isn't
Don't they use smelling salts to try to wake you up?
Yeah, but if the anesthesiologist don't dose you properly, you're done. That's why they get paid so much, because it's very precise. Now,
shout out my client.
Yeah. Now at that clinic, right, there's no anesthesiologist. It's just the doctors, right? So they know how to do general anesthesia, but they're not an expert at it. Yeah. So I wouldn't fuck with that. Because you could never wake up. So I was just like, fuck it, just put me under local. It's fine. It's just And I saw C-Bum's vlog when he talked about his experience. He's just like, it's just like getting a tattoo on your scalp. It's just someone poking you for about 13 hours on your head.
So when they do localized, like they inject
in the scalp, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. They pinch your skin.
See, that freaks me out, because like your brain is right there. So
so they go underneath the scalp, and then they inject it. So that shit fucking hurt. And then they
do like the pinch thing? Like they have to pinch the skin to like.
It's around time. Yeah. They pinch
and then they kind of go like a little
it's
in an
10
angle.
Injections.
10?
Yeah, it's 10 all over your scalp.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then it hurts. And then it goes numb. It goes cold, and then it goes numb, and then the next 5-6 hours. The first part of the procedure is they start taking the grafts out
from like the side,
from the back of the head.
Yeah.
Right? So that one the doctor doesn't really do. They just kind of supervise, because like there's a team of like 12 people doing it at the same time.
Because there's a lot of
it's otherwise it's gonna take like 5 days, right? So there's one doctor kind of doing it, and then a bunch of assistants are also helping with the extraction of the grafts.
Okay.
And then it was like 6 hours of that, And then it was lunchtime, and they're like, "Do you want lunch?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding
Wait,
me?"
pause. Like during the 6 hours, what were you doing? Were you like watching?
No, I was on my stomach.
No. But were you doing anything?
No, I was just
dude. Okay, this fool was like on his stomach. He sent me a selfie, man. Like,
huh?
You sent me a selfie, dog.
That wasn't for the operation. That was when I was doing the red light therapy.
Oh.
No. They don't let you get your phone in there. That's gross. No. I was just laying there for 6 hours, just staring at it wasn't even the floor because they draped.
They don't let you watch a movie.
Nothing. They were like, pick your music, and then they the first song that came out was WAP, and I was just like, certified week, 7 days a week. I was just like, he's changing something else, and then they started playing like their own classical shit. And I was like, that's a little bit more tolerable.
Just say Kendrick G and X,
I don't
man.
want to listen to Megan Thee Stallion when I'm paying fucking much.
That's pretty good, dude. I would have started giggling so hard. Okay.
I tolerated it until that was like.
Damn, so 6 hours of just staring at the floor.
Yeah, when they were extracting it. Yeah, just extracting it, and then
6 hours lunchtime.
It was lunchtime, and then they were like, "Do you want to eat lunch?" And I said, "No."
Why not?
Because I'm bloody, and then I'm like, the last thing I want to do is eat food, right?
Yeah, but then you need sustenance.
I wasn't really hungry. Well, and then they were like, "Well, we need to eat, so you might as well eat too." So I was like, "All right, whatever, fine." I went on the table. They escorted me into a room, literally right next to the operating room.
Okay.
They're like, "There's a bathroom there. You got to pee, whatever." And then it was like they made these kids meal sandwiches almost.
Yeah.
Like white bread, 2 pieces of ham, and because you're supposed to eat light, when
okay.
It's not a big meal.
I thought you could have a pad thai.
So I ate that shit in probably 15 seconds, and I went right back to the room, and they're like, "What? We didn't even take our lunch yet." And I was just like,
"You just inhaled it."
I'm done, and they're like, "Fuck, all right, let's get started."
you curvy ass motherfucker, dude.
So they never got a lunch, unfortunately, but
Jigglypuff over here, man.
Part 2 was actually implanting the hair. So now the doctor's doing all the work. Because she has to, she did the design, and the direction of the hair that goes in is super important.
Yeah, because of how it goes.
Yeah, that's why some of the turkey transplant people, they look like cheetah pets, because they just kind of get randomly
and it just goes.
Yeah. But the angle matters, and then there's hair that are split with one follicle or two. They have to actually go in the scalpel and split that shit. Yeah, otherwise it goes up crazy. So that one took. The first part was 16. The last part was 7 hours. It was a little bit longer than that.
Were you able to see any of this, even though you were face down? Did she have those?
She had a drape over me. Yeah, so I was in one of those tables, my head on the thing, and then I could see the light. And then a white sheet, but
and a shadow.
Yeah, like a shadow.
But you couldn't see if she was had those magnifying glass glasses.
No, I couldn't see anything. I was they don't want you to see shit. It's kind of gross.
No, I get it.
Then, but I know there was a lot of blood because they kept wiping, and then one of the assistants dropped the towelette.
It was just red.
Was red. I was like, oh Lord.
Oh shit, blood. Damn.
But which is expected when they're puncturing.
Yeah.
3,200 holes in the back, and then another 3,200 in the front, which is expected. So that went on for another 2 hours, and then that's when disaster hit, because the left side of my scalp started waking up.
Yeah.
My right side was chill, and then suddenly I started feeling someone stabbing my left side, and I was just like, ow.
Did you react I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I twitched a little bit, and they're like, you okay? And I'm like, no, that's a little painful. And then they're like, okay, it might be a weird nerve thing, right? And then they stabbed again, and I was just like, that hurts. And then they did it one more time. I was like, that fucking hurts. I was just like, what's going on? And then they're like, oh, we think the anesthesia wore off.
Yeah.
And
they can't administer it again.
And I was just like, and I was just like, okay, can you do more? And they're like, well, we can, but then we'll have to restart again tomorrow.
Oh, you're like, fuck it.
And then, I was like, what does that mean? Because you already took out the grafts from my head, right? Will they survive? And they're like, well, we can try to preserve them and whatever, but we'll have to restart again tomorrow. And then, mind you, I have other appointments lined up, so my trip was packed to the hour, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna come back tomorrow and spend 6 hours here. So I was just like, how much longer do we have? And they're like, 5 hours.
Oh man.
And then at that point I was just like, You know what? Fuck it. I was like, just ignore me. I just finish the job.
So it's 5 hours. So total 7 hours of putting the
implanting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after 2 hours, my left side wore off. Now, initially, it didn't wear off like completely. It was like gradually, right? So like, it was the first. When I first noticed it, it was like someone pinching you. Yeah. It's kind of like it's like painful, but it's annoying. It's like, oh yeah. Like, ow, right? So like, and then like that went on for 2 hours, and then the last 3 hours, that's when it started getting really painful because that's when I started feeling most of the sensation. But luckily for me, they're almost done with that left side anyways. So I just endure maybe 30 minutes of like knife stabbing.
Yeah. So if a tattoo is here, what would that feeling be?
Oh, I don't feel shit with the tattoo, but the tattoo's more like an annoying.
Yeah, it's like a pen. Yeah.
No, this is like actually getting stabbed.
Oh.
You ever got stabbed with a ball pen in middle school?
No.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like your problem, though.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it feels like getting stabbed. I don't know.
Dang.
Yeah.
So 7 hours of implanting total.
7 hours.
7 hours of you just looking at the floor.
On the floor, literally.
That's like wild, dude. Because like
fucking floor, no phone, nothing. You just.
Did you ever feel like it's like I think 30 minutes passed by. It was probably like just 5.
I think by like hour 3, I was like, I should have just gotten that fucking general anesthesia.
Yeah, man.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Like not only are you like in pain. But I'd just be bored as shit.
Yeah, this is like the boredom. And you know me, I can't sit still.
That's what I'm saying.
So having me lay there, like, because you can't move, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck it up. I'm just like, this kill me. Like, this is terrible.
At least, like
13 hours of
a Rubik's Cube or something.
Nothing. I couldn't even crack my neck. It was just like
an Etch-a-Sketch.
Nope, nothing.
Dude.
Just fucking sitting there pondering about life.
Okay. Yeah. So total 7 hours. So like once it was done, like whoa. What's after?
Once it was done,
like once the operation's done, like what do they do?
They came out. Well, once it was done, they came in. There's 2 doctors at the facility. The head doctor came in, and then she was like, "Oh, looks pretty good." But he wasn't even part of the process. He was just bored.
Okay.
Surgery. He came in and he was like, "Oh, it's good, whatever." And then so they wrapped me up. They bandaged me up. So they put they put antiseptic shit all over, bandaged me up like the dude from Kenshin. Right, and then they
even your face? Or just your head?
Down up to the eyebrow. Because one of the biggest things about the hair transplant danger is swelling. Okay. So if you Google like hair transplant swelling, like some people become like brainiacs, like their head comes because you get stabbed like a bajillion times, right? So like they wrap the shit out of your head to make sure you're not gonna swell. Because if you swell, you not only have a chance to fucking die, you also lose grafts.
Okay.
Because it starts pushing
It pushes it out.
Yeah, it pushes it out. So they really want to. That's why, like, for the first 24 hours, you're not allowed to bend down. You have to stay like this.
Is that how you slept?
Yeah, I slept on I bought like a really elevated airplane pillow that's like this tall.
Yeah.
And then I slept like on.
So you look like a Vestal genius.
Yeah. I just slept like that. I was terrified because I was like. I don't want to touch anything on my hair.
You want to make sure like this is worth
I gotta get this shit right because I don't want to lose grafts. I don't want the swelling. Like I came all this way. I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So like the first night I barely slept.
Okay. So wait, let me go back to the operation. If this whole operation is 13 hours long, what time did you get there?
I got there at 8 in the morning.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you ended like roughly 10 p.m., like give or take.
Like 9 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
9 p.m. Yeah. It was long. It was a long ass day. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah. You went straight back to the hotel after and just
went straight to the hotel. Yeah, when we went here because you can't shower, right?
Yeah.
I also had my other operation where I had to wear a fucking compression vest. That I'm still wearing, right? So I was literally I couldn't move. I was just like in the bed. I was elevated by a couple of pillows, and I was just.
Did you have to go back the next day or the day after?
Immediately the day after, I had to go back. They took the bandage off. They gave me my first hair wash, which I didn't really feel shit because the sensation on my scalp. I'm still numb actually. I can't feel anything on my scalp.
Still,
but that comes back eventually, you know. But so I'm not really concerned about it. Okay. So they washed my hair, and then they did laser, and that's when I took the picture. So I was on my face, and they did the red light therapy on my head for 30 minutes. So every day I went, it was like red light therapy for 30 minutes, And then they put
So you had like that. That's part of the thing. Like
that's part of the package. So
yeah. So how many days total did you have to go back after? What did they say? 6 days after.
But most people leave after 3.
Why?
Because they want to go home. Right? Like, most turkey packages are like, that's why people look crazy on the plane, because they're like day 3, still fresh, scabbing, right? But I think most people they don't have the luxury or time to spend all that time there.
But you allocated this trip
well, not for this, but for 3 different operations, I allocated 2 weeks to it. Make sure I heal fully. Yeah. So it was that red light, and then I had to go to my pec thing for the follow-up, and then that's when I started the hyperbaric chamber stuff. So the hyperbaric chamber, I don't know the science behind it, but
is that for hair or for your pec?
It's for everything. It's for the whole body, but it was like it's supposed to help retain some of the grafts too. There's some research saying like you retain more grafts if you do it.
Interesting.
But it helps everything pretty much that I was going through. It aligned properly.
I also felt like you're kind of losing your mind, man, dude. Let me just tell you, the Instagram diaries.
No, man, I was
were just dumb, man.
I was bored of shit in there, man. But
your clients that I took over, they're like, dude, what's up with Kelvin and his little vlogs? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man.
And then the other thing was my ear was hurting like a motherfucker in that chamber. It was just sharp pain.
Yeah. They didn't tell you to do that.
They told me to clear it, but they told me to clear it by doing this. Yeah. Which didn't help me. And then I got some semi-permanent ear damage on my left side. But it
might not be permanent, you never know.
It might come back, it might not.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
So, was there anything significant about the final day that you saw them, or is it all the same thing, like shampoo, the red light?
Wash your hair, pick off scab, red light, chamber, and then it was like.
And that was it. And then you're like, all right, you're good.
6 of those, because I paid for. They're about $80.
There was no final examination of your hair.
I was supposed to leave on Thursday. Yeah. To come back, but then my flight got changed to a really stupid time, and I was just like, why don't I just stay the extra day and come back Saturday anyways? Yeah. So then I actually went back one more time. The doctor was like, oh, I'll see you one more time. Okay. Just kind of send you off and have them wash your hair one more time before the plane. And she was like, yeah, looks good. And then she gave me my post-off what not to do, don't exercise for 8 weeks. Don't do any dumb shit.
He emphasized the second one.
Don't do anything stupid. But that was the day I graduated from the do-rag. No more do-rag. They're like, just wear a hat. Okay. Regular hat. So then I went to the mall and then I got company hats made.
I'm glad you got the trucker made, because I'm not a regular hat person.
I want the trucker. My head's just too fucking big for it.
I get it.
It was tight.
I'm on the 4th hole. I'm like,
so it was a little tight. I didn't want to touch my hair, so I was just like, so I got the company hats made, and then I.
How long do you have to keep it covered?
3 months.
Okay.
No direct sunlight for 3 months. Indoor light is supposed to be okay, but preferably not.
Yeah, so that's why you just have it.
I just have the hat on all the time, and then.
Okay.
Yeah, because they always ask me, why are you so shy about it? I'm like, I'm not.
See, the crazy thing is, when you came in, your hair looks like a 2, which is about a 1/4 inch long. How long did it take for it to get to that?
8 days.
Really?
Yeah, because I got my operation on Saturday. I saw you guys on Monday, right?
Yeah.
That's about 8 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 days.
That's crazy.
My hair goes fast, man.
Yeah. You came in just 8 days, like a number 2 all around.
Even on day 6, it looked normal. It just looked like a buzz cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I wasn't stressed about looking crazy. That was one of the fears, coming back, having to explain it to people. So I told some people. But then for other people, it's another business. So So then I came back and no one really questioned it. Everyone just questioned my tattoo. They're like, "Oh, you got a tattoo?"
No, he came in. I'm like, no, take the hat off, bro. Take the hat off. Show and tell, man. It looks really good. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to gas you up. But then it's actually pretty legit.
Natural.
All right. The last thing before we get to talk about your Thailand trip is, now that you have hair, what's the hairstyle you going for?
I don't know, man. I like the buzz.
You kind of feeling the buzz a little
I'm
bit?
feeling it because it's easy, man.
Can you imagine that? Like this fool like spent $9,000 just to keep my number 2 all the way around. Can you imagine that, man? $9,000 to just like buy like some wall clippers for like $100, and then just and you're like, I'm kind of rocking with this. Okay, like
I actually don't know, dude. I don't know. I haven't had long hair in a long time. I'm not going back to the man bun, that's for sure.
Okay. For some reason, I feel like because you have this revitalized like hair, for some reason I feel like you're just gonna keep growing. And just like in 2 years, you just end up with the Bieber.
The Bieber?
Yeah.
I'll get dreads.
The Bieber, just like the constant like just like this like. So yeah, man. Like.
Or what's that Korean part? The perm.
I don't know, like the new one where it's like
the perm.
part in the middle.
My hair is naturally curly, so that's why I don't like to leave it long. My hair is very curly.
That means you can naturally just have like a pompadour, like a lazy pompadour-ish.
I rocked that in college.
Okay.
Most of college. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, have at it. Yeah,
I could never
have fun. Would you ever try to grow your hair long though?
Nah, I don't.
We'll say like this long.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
But like past my ear, I only did it twice in my life. Never liked it.
Yeah. No, don't do it. I can imagine. Don't do that now.
Samurai bun, no, I'm over it.
You're gonna look like that side by side photo that I sent you. There's a girl that looks like Kelvin, y'all. It's hella funny. It's hella funny. All right, so I guess stay subscribed because then you'll see what hairstyle Kelvin ultimately ends up with. And if in a year we're gonna do it like the Christmas 2025. If this pulls in a number 2 all the way around, dude, I'm getting straight into like we're pulling that hairline back again, dog. I'm giving you the Shaq, dude. That's fucked. All right, man. We got 15 minutes left. Let's talk about your Thailand trip. So aside from your procedures, like, what were some redeeming parts of Thailand that you enjoyed? Because you messaged me saying that you enjoyed Thailand way more than Japan.
I did. So Thailand, what I liked was I liked their super malls.
Okay.
Like in Japan, I felt like we did endless amounts of walking. To get to places.
So you didn't do as much walking.
I feel like 11,000 steps, which is nothing in the forecast.
Dude, you clocked in 42
in Japan.
In Japan, one day.
Well, like 40, 30.
Because he didn't want to take a nap.
And and then the other thing is in Thailand there's Grab. Japan, I don't think we ever was there Uber.
No. They have Uber and they have taxis. And technically it's expensive, but it would have been fine.
Yeah,
we just never
it was
did
like
that.
$10 for us, which is I guess is expensive in Thailand, but like it was convenient. So like there are times where we just grab to the train station and take the public transit because Bangkok traffic is terrible. Like it's like
I imagine
101. It's like fucking jammed all the time. So, so like the amount of Michelin star restaurants in those shopping malls, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's literally like
and one of those like the chill ones, like where it's like kind of like cheap, right?
Like I had like the most interesting pad thai ever. I forgot the stall's name, but like it was like crispy fried pork, like kind of like lechon. But they steamed the meat, but they deep fried the skin.
Whoa, how the fuck did they do that?
Super fucking tender meat, but it was like super crispy skin. It was a Michelin star pad thai place. It was wild.
So they steamed it first and then they dipped
they did some kind of stuff to make it super tender, but it wasn't fried. The meat wasn't fried. It was.
No, I get it. It was just light and airy.
It was light and airy, but the skin was super crispy. Like
hell of fire though.
Hell of fire.
Damn.
I want Thai food. I don't know.
At all?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, remember I ranked Thai food as like one of the bottom 8.
Dude, their spice line's pretty good, man.
I mean, I enjoyed the food there.
Thai chicken? These are Thai chicken?
Thai chicken. We had some skewers. Tracy really wanted the authentic street food experience.
Yeah.
So we went there, and then she had it once, and she's like, "This is shit."
Is it really not that good?
I mean, it's okay. It's cheap, but like compared to the food court stuff, which are like Michelin star stuff, like not really. Like it doesn't taste as good.
Yeah.
The other thing is the hotel buffets are fucking amazing.
Was it comp? Like,
it's free. Yeah, it's free. But then they serve like super high quality foods there, man. Like the hotels are.
Is it all day or is it like breakfast hours?
Breakfast. 6 a.m. to 11.
Nice.
But like you got the American side, which is like bacon,
French toast.
Yeah, and then you have the Thai side, and then there's like heavy Indian population that goes there. So there's an Indian curry section.
So a lot of like roti.
And there's Chinese dim sum. So every hotel has the same setup.
Whoa.
We stayed at this place called the Grand Easton, which is like a 5-star hotel.
Yeah. Were you at that hotel the entire time?
I was there for most of my trip. And then for the last 2 days, I went closer to the airport. Yeah. So I went to the Waldorf Astoria, which was like another tier up. That was like
Like I've heard that name. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like the American Express Platinum booking, right? So I went there and then I was like, well, they go in and then they would like hold your hand pretty much to the reception area.
Like
literally while you're checking in, they're giving you tea, they're giving you like snacks and stuff, and then they would literally walk you to your room, tour you to your room to see if everything was to your liking, and then they would leave. Someone came in with fucking coconuts, chocolates, and oranges. Gave us slip. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's kind of lit,
It was
dude.
super fancy. That hotel was super fucking fancy, but it was like, it wasn't that bad. It was like $300 a night.
What if they do like those extensive research? Because there's some 3 Michelin star restaurants where they do research on all of their guests prior, so they know how to cater to you and like what you like and stuff like that. Like let's say if you like the Dodgers or something, right? Yeah. What if they know you loved like Jollibee fried chicken?
I would love.
And then like they just like pop up. This is the best hotel ever.
You know what I regret? There's a chicken chain there called Chester's.
And you didn't try it?
I never got to try it because every time I went, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be 40 minutes." I was like, "I ain't waiting 40 minutes for fucking chicken, man."
How was the KFC though?
KFC was good.
Did you try Jollibee?
There was no Jollibee there.
Dang.
No Jollibee. There's Chester's and KFC. Every mall had a KFC, a Subway, and a Taco Bell. And what's outrageous is it was American prices.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was American prices. So you're paying like what, $8-9, which is which is like, I forgot what the bot conversion is, but for a fucking Subway sandwich, when you get a Michelin star pad thai for half the price.
Whoa, okay.
But those places, Burger King too.
Okay.
But those places are always packed because I guess like people
American
eat so much like Thai food, they want the fucking Whopper with cheese or something.
No, what I learned is like, you know, for us, like our fast food restaurants, like it's just like grab and go.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's like very like low quality.
Yeah, it's like
kind of whatever.
Food,
Whereas all other countries, they treat it as if it's like a restaurant cafe.
In America, right? Yeah.
I see a lot of people just like kind of just kick it at McDonald's and then they converse and stuff like that. They're just chilling, or some people are doing their work. I'm like, whoa. That doesn't happen here. Yeah. Over like I went to the McDonald's here 2 blocks away like 2 days ago, and there was a chick like talking to herself. Like I thought she was talking to someone because the automated like the touchscreen menu was like right there, and I turned and then she was just looking at the air, just talking to him. Like, damn, all right. It's like, word, all right. That's our McDonald's.
Maybe she got the. Damn, motherfucker. Maybe she got that scary stuff. Maybe she got the Elon Musk brain chip thing. You just can't see it.
I just can't see it. Like, she's probably like not FaceTiming, brain timing. Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did you like?
The mall.
You didn't see an elephant though, man. What's wrong with you?
We went to see Mudang. We went to see capybaras. That was kind of boring.
Okay.
They don't move. They're just chill. You know, they don't do anything.
You saw one. You see one. You see them all, right?
Yeah, they were like smaller than the ones we saw.
Okay.
So like teenage capybaras. I saw a little baby one that was running around.
Okay.
Got a massage. Very painful because I'm not supposed to have my chest area moved, but they did it anyways.
Yeah. Aside from your medical procedures and going to malls, did you do any scheduled activities? Like, for example, when we were in Kyoto, we did the samurai experience. So like a scheduled thing like that. Did you do anything like that?
Yeah, I got a 16-hour fucking Goku sleeve.
All these procedures, man.
That was pretty fun. And then while I was there, I gaslighted Tracy to get a tattoo.
So she got it. Don't tell me what it is, because like I haven't seen her since then. Yeah. Tell me where.
It's on the upper left.
All right.
Scapula.
All right, Tracy, I haven't seen you. I don't know if I'll see you. Oh, no, I'm not going to see you because I'm flying out tomorrow.
You see her at the Christmas.
Yeah, but then this episode comes out before the Christmas party. So I'm just going to say this, Tracy. If it's an anchor, a butterfly, a clock, like anything like basic tattoo, I'm going to roast your ass right now. So like just don't. Do not tell me what it is. Anything. Yeah. or a flower. I don't want to hear any of it. All right. Yeah. Or like, I swear to God, if it's like a Jonas Brothers like related thing, because I've seen a lot of those too.
Oh really?
Yeah, like whatever the title of their last album was, I've seen that like tatted. It's supposed to like Always Forever or something. I forgot what the album name. If it's one of those, I'm coming for your ass. That's it. Okay. So you didn't do any like schedule stuff, no like sky view type Thailand stuff.
Nah, we just had like dinner because we had to use our hotel credits.
Okay.
But we have nothing scheduled because there's just so many medical stuff, and then just traveling from one side of town to the other usually takes about 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
So it cuts a lot of your day in half. They do some shopping though. There's this mall there called the MBK Center.
Okay.
Which is like a 10-story high mall. And I was really disappointed because they only sold reps. All reps, like literally all
like anything.
Well, it's hilarious.
Bags, shoes, clothes.
Dude, everything was a rep because it looked foo as fuck. Like I went to the watch place and then they're like, "Oh, brother, it's all Middle Eastern dudes." Not being racist. It's all run by Middle Eastern people.
Okay.
Right? And then they go, "Oh, brother, come here. You want Rolex, whatever?" I was like, I wasn't wearing any of my watches because I don't want to get robbed, right? And I went over and then this motherfucker showed me like a Gachapon version of a Rolex. Yeah. That shit was like this fucking big, dude. It was like a Ben 10. Like, that shit looked fucking ridiculous.
Okay. Good boy.
And it was like, you know how Rolex is watching. It was like the shiny toy chrome.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker was trying to sell this to me for like $6,000. And I was just like, get the fuck out of here.
I think it's like the fact that he approached you that way, like is a tall tale. Like that's for sure not a real rollie.
It's not, but you see Tauruses buy it.
Oh, you've seen them buy it?
Yeah. People get like, dang, these people get fucked. And I think the worst part is the two things. I mean, Rolexes are a little bit harder to. I mean, like unless you're like, it looks
no, but the thing is, like all these upscale brands, like they never approach it like, oh, bro, like I got the thing.
No, but it's like
you have to go to them.
Exactly, but it's a stall in the mall. You know, there's like hundreds of these stalls that are like lined up. But the craziest thing is you walk by and then you see these like LV bags and shit, and then it looks foolish. It looks just bad, right? And then this guy goes, Hey, brother, I have a secret room with the real stuff. Do you want to come in? Do you want to see the secret room? And
you said, yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's a secret room? Yeah. And then this motherfucker walked behind to a bookshelf, clicked the remote, the bookshelf.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Into a room like twice as... Okay, mind you, these stalls are like...
Small.
Like Auntie Anne pretzels.
Yeah.
So, like, just imagine the Auntie Anne's cashier, right? And then you walk back a little bit where the lemonade is. Yeah. That's where the bookshelf is. That bookshelf opened to a room that was like a third of this gym. It was freaking massive. And then it was top to bottom. It was like Birkins, fucking Louis Vuitton bags, just like fucking decked out the wall.
And was it actually the real shit though?
No, it wasn't. Because they were like, because I have an LV sling that I wore to travel, right? Uh-huh. So then I use that as my landmark if something is real or fake. So I went over and then I saw like a similar one. So I was like, oh, like maybe like it'll be cool to get some other color. It was a good deal, right? I touched it. It was pea leather. It was pleather, bro. It was disgusting. It was so thin. I touched it and I was just like, nah. And then I was like, how much? And he goes, oh, for your best price. He's like, whatever. Like converted, it was like $600, right? I mean, the one I got was like $1,600, but like it was like $600. And I was just like, nah, I think we're good. We just left.
I can see how that can get hella tourists.
But at the same time, there were like 4 or 5 ladies in there that were buying hella burgers.
No, that's what I'm saying. But then like the fact that it's like, oh, I got the real stuff, and then you do that whole Transformers.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, this is the fake stuff, but we have the real stuff in the back.
Yeah.
And then this Russian, it was funny because it was like the Middle Eastern people were trying to scam you. And then there's Russian and Indian tourists who were trying to lowball the living fuck out of these people. So they're always like just arguing. Okay. But they were getting scammed left and right with reps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I think the worst offenders are the Jordans. Because those shoes they look melted, bro.
No, dude, I've seen it in the Philippines, man.
Yeah, they're like fucking terrible reps. Yeah, just like the Travises look like they were good.
Let me just say, the strength in this guy to not say this one word. Chill the fuck out, man. Dude, the strength, I can tell. He doesn't always start like, dude, the strength's like, okay, clutching his butthole like so much. Chill, man. Just say it's bad.
It looks bad. It looks dumb. It looks like it's right. Extra, a little bit extra.
Okay, so Jordans were pretty bad.
Jordans are fake. Everything's fake in that market. Right. You know, you walk by, the Supreme shirts are fake. The Off-Whites, they have custom. You ever seen the custom fake Off-White reps? They have like Gojo in the middle and shit like that. I think it's like corny.
I got you.
The whole mall was fake, so I was just like, well, it's like the mall reps. So what the fuck can I do here?
Yeah.
So we walked around a little bit, and then we just went up to where I wanted to go to get Gachapon and anime, and then it turns out that week they're restocking, so they closed the fucking anime for the week. And I was just like, yeah, I'm just going home. This is some bullshit.
Yeah. Other than that, it was cool.
It was cool. It was a good experience. I enjoyed it more than Japan just because it felt like there was a lot less traveling. Places, like things were kind of condensed in the middle. I'm sure if I spent more time in Tokyo, I would have felt the same way. But I think since we were we went to Shinkai. Like I don't mind it, but it was just like it felt like a lot of the time was spent traveling. Whereas Thailand was like, you know, unless it was a medical procedure, if I wanted to just chill and eat and stuff, you could like literally just walk from one mall to the next and the other. And you're cool. And then but then like once we left the rep center. We went to the actual luxury mall, and that was real because there was an actual Hermes store that was you know, there was no one in there. There's 3 security guards. And then
someone at the door.
Yeah, but that was the more like, you know, I expect foreign countries to have reps, right? Because the locals there, they'll make a lot of money. But what was mind blowing was at these mega malls. The stores there were like super top end stores. Like Rolex, you have Hermes, Balenciaga, Gentle Monsters, all that stuff. And then I checked the prices. It was way more expensive there than in the States.
Maybe because it was
because it's a tourist. It's a tourist trap.
Yeah, tourist trap, and
then they want to get the impulse because like I checked this Balenciaga hoodie. It was like online. It was like $7.99, I think USD, and over there it was like $1,200.
Dang,
and I was like, God damn, that's a lot. So it just if you're local there, you can. Most of the locals probably.
Or if you're just like, because Bangkok or Thailand in general is a big like tourist attraction. People just splurge. There was like one of the trainers at the last gym, his client told me like how much he loved Thailand. And he goes, yeah, man, like it's so crazy. Like I spent like 10 grand in a week. I'm like, what? But then like I don't know what he spent on, but he's also very rich too. Yeah, he's the one who always pulls in the G-Wagon. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so you see that, like, because then you see motorbikes and like really shitty Suzuki cars, right? And then on the other side, you have G-Wagons, you have like freaking Bentleys and all that stuff. So there's like a huge wealth disparity in Thailand, where there's like the have-nots that are like selling bracelets on the streets. And then you have people like blowing like 10, 20K USD a day.
And it's the southeastern countries for you, man.
So like, I don't know about, maybe we went to the wrong part of Thailand, but I don't think it's cheap. Definitely not cheap. It's it's market.
I still want to go. I don't know.
It's chill, but like just, the people who want to go there and like expect to spend, like, Japan was cheap. Japan was fucking cheap, and now it's even cheaper now. But like going to Thailand just felt like I went to like New York or something. For a week. So I would have spent the same amount in New York than I did in Thailand. Which a lot of people didn't expect for like a like a developing, I guess, Asian country.
But they're advancing now, or maybe because it was a major city.
No, it's just so much money being poured into it. Like there's so many constructions going up there. Like they're gonna look crazy. Like I'm sure in a year or two, but
all right, cool. All right, so I guess this is that episode. So for anyone listening and watching, we appreciate it. I hope like Kelvin's breakdown of his hair transplant was valuable to you. And if you wanted to consider it, again, the link to Dr. Ratcha,
Absolute, just search Absolute Hair Clinic.
Dude, you could have said that in the beginning.
I could have, but
jeez, man, waited till the end.
That's the one. I don't think she wants people bugging her on their Instagram.
So would you say this medical procedure was your Christmas miracle?
No, my Christmas miracle was not.
God dang, man.
My Christmas miracle was when I got there. I was looking for one person. One person when I got to Thailand. I found her, and then yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy coincidence, and I was like, oh, cool. That's how when you meet.
When you meet your heroes,
don't meet your heroes because they're just regular people. They're just regular people with a fucking tripod. Yeah, they're just a regular ass person. Joe.
Dang. Yeah. All right, don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. All right, till next episode. It's gonna be a New Year's episode because it drops on January 1st.
Oh shit! With them? Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right, y'all. Peace.